classification can be done on lot many types actually. You can see, it can be either done on basis of your materials used, then it can be done on basis of my location and function of that particular road, and it can be again done on traffic volume. It can be done on width. It can be done on economy. It can be done on your traffic type. It can be done on rigidity. As we all know, there are flexible payment. We are again having rigid payments. It can be again done based on my topography. So before that, I just wanted to tell you all there are milestones which are again attached to different roads. So whenever we are going on national highways, you can see yellow and white milestone that resembles my national highway. If I see a green and white milestone, that will again represent my state highway. Then again, if I see blue or black and white, that will again resemble my city or district road. Whenever I'll be going for orange and white, I can see my ODR or my village road. After this, based on materials, again we are having types of roads. We are again having earthen roads, gravel roads, murum roads, conquer roads. Then we are again having bitumen, waterbound macadam road. That is contribution of my macadam. Then bituminous roads and concrete roads. So these are variety of classification that is again based on my material. So what are other roads? Earthen roads are laid with soil. They are cheapest than all other type of roads, as we all know. This type of road is provided for fewer traffic in areas of countryside areas. They are nothing but my temporary roads which are again constructed in some remote places or village areas. A good drainage system should be provided, which reflects excellent performance for more extended period. So what generally happens is whatever the soil we are using, again in case of rainy seasons, it proves to be difficult for that road to sustain that particular weight just because due to properties of soil. So again, whenever we are going for such kind of roads in any areas, so we are again supposed to have proper slope and proper drainage facilities to these roads. So to have an efficiency of that particular road. Moving forward again, we are again having your gravel roads, where gravel roads are also they are of low quality, but they are better than compared with my earthen roads. A compacted mixture of gravel and earth is used as pavement material for this particular case. So whatever the surface course I will be having, it will be of earth, that is nothing but my naturally occurring soil at that particular area with gravel, and that will be compacted well. So they are obviously better than my earthen roads. Second, third, I am having murum roads. Murum is a matter obtained from disintegration of igneous rocks, as we all know, by weathering of agencies like your air, water, and some traffic. This is also used to make roads called murum roads. So whenever we are going for murum on your pavement surface, so they are obviously again my murum roads. So no need to go in detail. Just we have to look into the classification of this. Again, we are having conquer roads. Conquer is an impure form of limestone. Conquer roads are provided where lime is available in reasonable concrete. The conquer roads are of low quality and performance. As we all know, actually, what are the road material I am having? That totally depends on my surrounding conditions or topography. So whenever I am going on different regions, I'll be finding out different rocks again. That will be again used in my road construction. So whenever I'll be having my limestone in abundance in that particular place or area, I'll be again going for my conquer roads. WBM roads. So WBM roads are nothing but my water bound macadam I call it. Roads contain crushed stone aggregates in base course. The aggregates are spread over the surface and rolled after sprinkling of water. The WBM roads are provide better performance as compared to earthen, gravel, and murum and conquer roads. So it is Kacha road, whatever we see it. So these are all your Kacha roads. So it will be again made of my crushed stone, again laid and compacted properly by sprinkling of water, and a proper surface layer is again given. See, these are nothing but my Kacha roads, and these are called my waterbound macadam roads. So WBM roads are laid as layers of rough and may disintegrate, immediate under traffic. So whenever there will be heavy traffic on this particular road, there are chances of deformation of that material, and these roads may again disintegrate. So they are not suitable for my heavy traffic. Then again, I am having bituminous road. So bituminous is nothing but again, a product that is obtained from my petroleum refineries. Bituminous roads are, prevalent roads around the world. They are most, commonly used roads in world. This road they are of low cost and suitably for driving conditions. Thickness of bitumen road depends upon subgrade of soil conditions. So whatever the road design we are having actually, that we'll be learning in your unit number 5 again. So this is bituminous road again, which is most suitable across the globe. But the problem with this road is the reflecting characteristics. So whenever we are going in night time, so we are not having that proper reflection of this particular road. So it is always suggested to go for the markings as a center line and what are the edge lines we are having on road, so that you will be getting that direction at night. And in case of rainy season, or whenever there will be oil spilled on that particular surface, that time the visibility is not that clear on these particular surfaces. But during daytime, as the reflection is very low, it is very the bituminous roads are very convenient during daytime. In case of concrete roads, again they are made up of my cement concrete. But what the problem with this particular road is, it is offering me more reflections during daytime. Okay, so there might be chances ki drivers eyes may get strained due to higher reflections of this particular road. But again, they are offering me good reflections during night. So during night, this particular road, cement concrete roads, are most suitable. These are very popular and costlier than all other types of road. They are not flexible, so they require less maintenance. As we all know, bituminous material is flexible, so they are called as flexible pavements. Again, your cement concrete roads are rigid, so they are again called as rigid pavements. And they obviously require less maintenance, but their construction of cost is higher than that of my bituminous roads. Bituminous roads will again give me a huge cost in terms of my maintenance, but the construction cost is less as compared to my concrete roads. Concrete roads are most suitable for high traffic areas. They are laid with joints and time of construction is more. So again, whenever I'm going for construction of these concrete roads, again I have to give joints for my expansion and contraction. Again, based on location and function, we are again having national highways. They run throughout the country. They are of again national importance. They'll be again connecting my major cities and capital cities inside the country. Then again, I'm having state highways. So national highways will be again looked after only by National Highway Authority of India. Then again, I'm having state highways. State highways, they're totally under jurisdiction of the state government or your state PWDs. The state highways are second main roads that connect significant part of state within it. State highways ultimately connect to your national highways. Then again, I'm having district roads. Again, district roads will be again concern of my state PWD. So again, there are two classifications of this particular major district roads. That is major district road and minor district road. They'll be again connecting my district places or my towns with my district places. Major district roads are connected headquarters of neighboring district with the main part of the area, while minor district roads are laid within the region. And again, I am having rural roads, which are again connecting my different villages with each other, or national highway can be again connected to my village with the help of my village roads. So again, they are playing important role. And again, Vision 2025, as we all know, it is dealing with my Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. So whatever the remote places I am having, they are again supposed to be connected with my all metal roads or all weather roads, the village roads, based on traffic volumes, according to traffic, based on traffic volume. So again, I am having a type of road and vehicle per day. So type of roads where I am having very heavy traffic roads, which is again of more than 600 vehicles per day. So again, that is considered as heavy traffic roads. Then very heavy traffic roads. Heavy traffic roads are they are again having vehicles of 251 to 600. Medium traffic roads, you can see 70 to 250 vehicles per day. Then light traffic roads, I can have traffic below 70. according to tonnage, that is based on carriage capacity, or that particular tons of capacity of that particular vehicle. The very heavy traffic roads will carry the load which is above again 1524 meter cube. Then heavy traffic roads again contribute to your 1017 tons to 1524 tons. Then medium traffic of 508 to 1017. Light traffic roads again, it is again contributing below to 508. And based on economy, we are again having low cost roads, medium cost roads, high cost roads. Based on traffic type, again we are having pedestrian ways, cycle tracks on motorways. So these are variety of traffics which actually can be seen on road. So we are again having pedestrian traffic. So what are the the roads or paths that is being again designed for my people to walk on that particular road? That is your pedestrian ways. Then again I'll be having cycle tracks. Then I'll be having my motorway on which my vehicles will ply. Then again, based on rigidity, as as I have mentioned, based on rigidity, we are again having two type of payment: flexible payments or my rigid payments or roads. So flexible payments are generally made up of my bitumen, and rigid payments are generally made of my cement concrete roads. So you can see, flexible payment, you'll be having subgrade that can be also seen in case of my rigid payment, that is cement concrete road. Then I'll be having sub base course layer. Above that, I'll be having my base course, and above that I'll be having my surface course in case of my flexible payment. But the base course and sub base course are merged together in my rigid payments, and they only form a base course, and above which there will be surface course of my cement concrete. So flexible road consists of flexible gravel, layer as a pavement surface, which requires proper maintenance. Otherwise, it can be, disintegrate easily with the heavy traffic. All type of roads except concrete roads fail under this category. So, what are the, surface layer we are having of flexible material? That is nothing but my bitumen on my flexible pavement. That can be, easily disintegrated under my heavy traffic. So a proper maintenance of this particular road has to be done on a periodic manner. Then rigid roads, again, they are non-flexible pavement, which are again made up of your cement concrete roads. Again, there is higher cost for rigid pavement, and it contributes less maintenance cost. Based on topographic, again, I am having plain area roads or hilly area roads. A lot of emphasis again has been given under PMJSY to connect all the villages which are on remote locations, which are again to be connected by my PMGSY. So again, plain road areas, constructed on my plain or level surface are known as my plain areas, plain area roads. Again, hilly areas road constructed in hilly regions are called as my hilly roads or ghats. Generally, these are provided around hill or spiral shape. So you can see a variety of curves on this particular, hilly area road. So again, what are the geometric design will be having for your curves, horizontal curves, transition curve, and vertical curve? That will be again covered in my unit number 2, which is again related to my geometric design of roads. Classification based on Nagpur plan, as we have seen: national highway, state highway, major district roads, and other district roads and village roads. Then according to importance, again I am having class 1 roads, class 1, 2 roads, then class 3 roads. Then after that, again I am having classification according to my Lucknow plan. It is actually I am having primary roads, secondary roads, and tertiary roads. My primary roads, as we have discussed, it consists of my express highways, national highways. Secondary roads again consist of my state highways and major district roads. Tertiary roads again contributes to my other district roads and village roads. So this was the classification of roads, and here we stop for today. We'll going for my road patterns. As we have we have seen, it was recommended by Nagpur road plan that we are supposed to go for star and grid pattern. All those patterns which are again related to road, which will be covered in next lecture.